single to third. This is the hungover Dodgers. They getting up. They're like, oh, man, last night was crazy, man. Oh, you're just kind of like loping around. Give me some Pedialyte. Give me a Gatorade. For me, it's a big, fat, greasy torta or a carne asada burrito. I need something greasy. And, yeah, they were probably a little hungover, right? And they looked like that in that first inning. What's your guys' hangover cure? Let me know down below. And then Cal Raleigh, he gets him to strike out. But before that, Rosarena, he was able to get to second on a wild pitch by Sheehan. And then Julio Rodriguez was safe at first after a fielding error by Michael Conforto. And then Rodriguez, he gets to third on a pickoff error by Sheehan. So he had bad defense by Conforto, a wild pitch by Sheehan, a error on a pickoff by Sheehan. He does come back to strike out Naylor and Suarez, which was massive. And the Mariners only managed to get one run on one hit there. But then later in this one, Andy Pages, man, he was fantastic. Andy Pages, bottom of the third inning, Suarez fly to center field. He just throws out. He goes in, and Andy Pages gets under it. And you know those are the rules. You don't run on Andy Pages. Andy Pages showed that howitzer, the cannon that he does have, and this guy has Gold Glove potential, one of the corner outfield spots. It was just an absolute smoke show by Pages to get out the runner.
2 strikes. 40th pitch of the game for Robleski. And Suarez hits one in the air, left center field. Tagging at third is Raleigh. Catch is made by Pages. The throw is going to third. Naylor going to third. The tag. They got him.
My goodness. He played on the hop, made the throw. That's the I love the D Dodgers defensive play of the night. Let's look at it one more time.
2 strikes. 40th pitch of the game for Robleski. And Suarez hits one in the air, left center field. Tagging at third is Raleigh. Catch is made by Pages. The throw is going to third. Naylor going to third. The tag.
So nice. So nice. And that was in center field. So he's still going to be playing some center field during the postseason. And then another thing, too, to take away from this one, Dalton Rushing, he did get a single to right during the 6th inning to make it a 3-1 game. So good to see him have some success. But now let's get to Brock Stewart. Before the game, we learned that Brock Stewart is going to be out for the rest of the season. Brandon Gomes, Dodgers general manager, said we had a lot of conversations with Brock, and he was like, hey, I want to help this team win any way possible. But watching him throw and just having the conversations with him, there was still something that was just bothering him. As much as we would love to have him right now, we don't want to put his long-term health at risk. So the caution on Brock Stewart was, hey, he's good when he's healthy, when he's not on the IL. You could basically have this guy's mail sent to the IL because he's lived there for long stretches of his career. And he missed 3 months last season with the Twins with right shoulder tendonitis. Then after he came back last August 13th, he had arthroscopic shoulder surgery. And this year, he hasn't pitched since August 9th with the Dodgers. He would miss 6 weeks with right shoulder inflammation. He did pitch in 3 games on a rehab with Oklahoma City in Tacoma, where he gave up 4 unearned runs on 3 hits, had 2 walks and 3 strikeouts in 2 2/3 innings. He was back with the Dodgers on this road trip, but instead of getting activated, he is going to have surgery. And in his return to the Dodgers, he has not looked good. Even when he was pitching, he did not look good. He had pitched in just 4 games. He gave up 2 runs on 6 hits and 3 2/3 innings of work, had 3 strikeouts and 2 walks. He was good with the Twins, a 2.63 ERA in 43 games, 44 punchouts and 13 walks. But this was supposed to be the Dodgers' answer to having a terrible bullpen. They did not go out there and push all the chips in. They were shopping on the dollar menu while other teams were out there taking their girls out to 3-star Michelin chef restaurants, right? They were getting the filet mignon, right? They were getting the T-bone, the tomahawk steaks, and the Dodgers getting that top ramen, right? You trade away James Outman for Brock Stewart when the Padres got Mason Miller. The Phillies got Johan Duran. You could see both of those guys during this postseason. You didn't go out there and get a David Bednar, Ryan Helsley, even those second-tier guys. And I think the good news about all this is the fact that the Dodgers have so much starting pitching talent and depth that you've been able to tap into that already with Emmett Sheehan, Roki Sasaki, and Clayton Kershaw going to the bullpen. Not a lot of teams have that many options, so that definitely is a good thing. But this is disappointing. It is disappointing because essentially now what it looks like is the Dodgers knowingly had one of the worst bullpens in all of Major League Baseball, and they went out and got a guy that's not even going to help this team. He's not. You are going to pitch. You watching this, you're going to pitch as many postseason innings as Brock Stewart. So if this team falters because it feels like, hey, you needed one more arm here, one more arm there, and then it's compounded by the fact that Kirby Yates and Blake Trinan and Tanner Scott have all had down years, despite the hope that they would at least be close to what they were last year, and they're making over $42 million combined. So, yeah, I mean, it definitely is a major blow. And he's also under team control for another season. So, unfortunately, he lived up to his reputation as a guy that he can't stay healthy, and he's not going to be able to help the Dodgers. So, hey, they better hope, Andrew Friedman and company better hope that these starters, they pick it up. What's up, Princess A? What up, Dan Moreno? I mean, let's just see. Because that will be the first. If the Dodgers do not win the World Series and it's because of late game bullpen meltdowns, you're going to go back to that. You're going to always go back to that trade deadline because the Dodgers, they have the prospects, right? The Dodgers have every kind of prospect you want to get a deal done. You want pitchers? Got that. You want high upside position players? We got that. You want some big league ready talent? We got that. The Dodgers are Amazon. You go to Amazon right now, go to the search bar, type anything, they have that. They did not get aggressive because they don't like to pay the hotel minibar prices at the deadline, and they felt like internally they had enough talent to get by. So right now, the Dodgers could end up on the right side. They could end up being right. If they win it all, then they're going to look like, hey, we're the smartest guys in the room. But if you look back and the Dodgers, thank you, Dave, for the super chat, $4.99. Let's read that. The Mookie Betts Garage Band interview was too long. She loves talking to Mookie. I'll have to go back and look at that. I saw that. It was funny. He was playing the guitar stuff. But the Dodgers could end up looking like they were the right in all this. But hey, I guarantee you that if we're doing a post-game show after they're eliminated, if that ever happens, and it's because of the bullpen, you're going to look back and say, wait a minute, we kept Josue DePaula, we kept Jackson Ferris, for what? And you're losing a prime year of Shohei Ohtani, a prime year of Freddie, a prime year of Mookie. So for their sake, you better hope that these guys come through. I'm very encouraged by the emergence of Roki Sasaki. I think Will Klein, who we talked about today, I want to say that too, is the big developments from the bullpen. Roki's a lock. Will Klein, I think at this point, has to be a lock too. I don't want to see a postseason bullpen that does not include Will Klein because he's now shown he can go multiple innings. Bottom of the fourth, Will Klein, 1, 2, 3, and he comes back out there in the fifth and was able to get the job done. The stuff plays up big. From a stuff plus standpoint, it's all graded out as above average. And big stuff plays. If you want the dub, you've got to slug. But also, if you want the dub, you've got to shove. And Will Klein got that big daddy stuff. Today, maxing out at 98.2 on the four-seamer. Down a little bit, but he throws that curveball, sweeper, and cutter. All four of those pitches grade out as above average. I think he's got a spot on this roster. I really do.